Hello, welcome back to the channel. You know, my short film Timber has been out on the festival circuit now for quite some time. It's played in over 24 venues, both internationally and domestically. And I thought I'd put together just a short little compilation to kind of give you a flavor of a few of those festivals. Unfortunately, I cannot make every festival, and it always tears at me that I can't be there at these great events. But I don't have unlimited travel funds, and so I have to just kind of grab the ones when I can get away and go there. So this video includes audience reaction to the ones I've attended, and one of the ones was like a drive-in movie style, very, very cool. So it includes a little bit of audience reaction, some quick photos, and a Q&A. So the last 4.5 minutes or so is a Q&A. And again, just gives you a little bit of flavor for what these events are. These events are a chance for filmmakers to come together, collaborate, share their work, have their work judged, have their work shown in front of an audience. It's a very cool thing. And, you know, most of them are open to the general public. So if you have a chance and an opportunity to go attend one of these, I highly recommend it. It's super fun. It's super cool. And worth the time. And you're going to see some stuff that you just can't see anywhere else. So in the meantime, hope you enjoy this little video I've thrown together, and we'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy.
Let's hear it for Jared Tipton. And for starters, talk about the shooting process, like how you shot it over the course of several years, which is really cool.
Yeah. So really, thanks for just having us here. The story of Timber is really, I shot it in 1993 on video, analog video, and never completed it. So for a variety of reasons, the analog editing process is just a nightmare. And, if anyone's ever done it, you know what I mean. So into storage, yeah, it sucks. You need 2 tracks of sound, it's no good. So I popped it into storage and thought, I'm going to get to this in a couple of years. Turned into almost 30 years. Came, the pandemic, the lockdown. It was a perfect opportunity to pull that footage back out, look at it. Called my buddy Ben and said, I got a crazy idea. What about finishing this footage, this film? Because I liked what I had, and so that's what we did.
Where did you get the idea?
Yeah, so the idea was, this was filmed on my father's property, and he was a bit of hoarder of things, and wood was one of those things. And I was standing there looking around, and he just prided himself on having like 5 seasons of wood that he didn't have to pay the electric bill during the winter. And so I'm looking around at the wood, and the way his house was positioned was up against a hill. So it was almost like the trees were looking down on this greedy pile of wood, you know, that just went on forever. And I thought, I wonder how the trees are thinking about this, you know? It's almost like we're mocking them with these dead wood bodies, you know, sitting in front of us. So that's how it came. One thing led to another.
Let's hear about the special effects, the makeup effects. Those awesome,
Yeah.
especially as long back as you were doing some of that stuff.
Yeah, so I was obsessed with that kind of stuff, you know, Tom Savini and all that stuff. So, no budget, so I did do a plaster cast of a leg and just liquid latex in there. Used surgical tubing and syringes to pump the blood out, and there you go. Yeah.
Would you consider filming in VHS again?
That's a good question because this was one of two. This was filmed in '93, and I had one more that I finished filmed in '88. And a lot of folks, when they see it, they go, "How'd you get the filter on that to look like that?" You know? Because that retro kind of vibe is kind of in again. And so, no, it's earned. That stuff is earned. Would I? Yeah, maybe.
So, I mean, you filmed this a long time ago. How would you say that you've evolved as a filmmaker since then? And do you think you would have shot it and done it the same way?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question because when I went back to the footage and kind of started reassembling it, I still made some of the same choices. But yeah, there's shots you said, I would have done that one. And so some shots didn't work the way I would have wanted, so I had to pitch them. But in a way it worked, it tightened it up a little bit more. So yeah, there's a lot of choices you would make differently, for sure.
All right, so there's some obvious influences in this, but share some of the influences. Second part of the question, this is for Jeff Roth because he wants to know. You said no budget, but what was the actual budget?
Probably $1,000 or something tops. I mean, just out of my pocket, you know, to get stuff done. Influence, obviously. I mean, you got some Evil Dead in there, right? You got just some grindhouse gore stuff going on. So that's what I.
Have you seen Trevenge?
No, somebody asked me that, and I'm not sure when that came out, but it was well after I shot this.
Absolutely.
So I claimed first.
I think you should.
I was first.
I think it's time for you to sue the Trevenge guys.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Now there are some differences, but there's some similarities too.
Yeah.
But very fun. This was a lot of fun. We really liked it.
All right.
Do we have any more?
I just love the slogan.
The slogan. Somebody's commenting on the slogan, which is pretty damn fun.
Yeah, we had about 6 or 7, and that one came out tops.
All right, guys, let's hear it for Jared. Further props to this guy. He came out. He's been supporting the whole time, and it's really awesome. We love people like you. Hey, thanks for having us.